Well, I think it's safe to assume that there are quite a few Doctor Who fans out there, the ones that are left, that are not very happy. I want to show you just how bad things have gotten for this franchise. Neon from Clownfish TV shared this on Twitter, or X, or whatever you want to call it, and says, I mean, they split the Doctor and the viewership in half. So things have been going so bad that half of the viewership is gone. And this isn't an overnight thing. This has been going on for a while. This headline right here, Doctor Who, Day of the Doctor is most popular non-festive episode since 2005. BBC's 50th anniversary special attracts 10.2 million viewers. A lot of people. A lot of people. So this was for the 50th anniversary. Now let's go ahead 10 years to the 60th anniversary and see how many people tuned in for that one. Oh, Special 3 is down to 4.62 million. Look at that drop, too, by the way, from the first special. They were up at 5 million. They dropped down to under 5 million at 4.62. Pretty embarrassing. And I actually think that it's going to get worse. But to his point, Neon's right. They've lost half the viewership. Half of the audience is gone for Doctor Who. This is so similar to a lot of other franchises that we have here, at least in America and the West. Star Wars is a really good example of losing half of its viewership. I think half of that audience is gone too. This is what going woke does. It fractures your fan base every single time. I don't get the point of that, fracturing your fan base. It makes no sense to lose your fan base. You could do things in a much better way and retain everybody, but no, they don't care about that. In fact, they attack you. Doctor Who casting director Andy Pryor plays victim and lashes out at critics while addressing woke casting. And then the other big announcement, showrunner Russell T. Davies promises that his new Doctor will enroll a whole new Doctor Who mythology and admits new fantasy focus will annoy people because it's not going to be a sci-fi show anymore. Now it's going to be a fantasy show. Yay! This show has done more to unravel its own mythology in 2 episodes than I've ever seen. Now, it started, to be fair, with the Timeless Children. Now, this was a big thing that destroyed the origin of Doctor Who, but now they've gone ahead and they've done it even more by splitting Doctor Who. So there's these clips that are going around. I've watched a bunch of them. You have this guy, the David Tennant Doctor, and he died in the last special, but didn't die because he regenerated. So in case you don't know, in Doctor Who, when the character dies, they regenerate into a new person, which is a brilliant way to just bring in new talent. I think this is the greatest recasting ability that I'd ever seen in a franchise, and now they've that up. So he didn't become a new person. Instead, he split out a new one. And from what I'm hearing, they're going to turn everything into a Doctor Who mythology, like a new multiverse. And there's going to be no stakes. There's going to be doctors everywhere. All of the old doctors are out there somewhere in the universe. And everyone can come back now. No stakes. No stakes whatsoever, basically. But the new Doctor is now tied to David Tennant's Doctor. And if the rumors are to be believed, he's not like the new one that spawned out of him, the baby born from his dick, by the way, because they spent a lot of time with their crotches together in that form. He's not even going to be like the next number, right? He's going to be the first Doctor because he's like a baby split off of him. And apparently, like, all of the drama that he's experienced, all of the sacrifice and things that he's been through, all of that's going to stay with David Tennant, so that he's going to be still feeling a lot of guilt. And then the new Doctor has no pain from his past. He's new, clean slate. So, by the way, as you can see in those old numbers, and they talk about it in this article, a lot of the numbers, have gone down. There's a decline in viewership every special. I would imagine that you're going to see a decline in viewership throughout this guy's tenure as the Doctor. I feel so bad for Doctor Who fans, because you guys have been getting it bad over the past couple of years. Maybe this will be better than Jodie Whittaker's run. I don't know. It's just wild to see another franchise just get beat down again. And it won't be the last. Reactions have not been good. There's, of course, the people on Twitter that love it, but it's just crazy to once again. And what's wild to me about this is this Russell T. Davies guy as apparently was a good showrunner and made some of the best Doctor Who, from what I understand. Like I've said, I'm not a Doctor Who guy, so I don't know. But this guy was apparently like a very well-loved guy, and he's coming in and now just is saying flat out, I want to piss people off. What happened? I'll never understand. Yeah, I'm coming in to upset the audience. It never goes well. So now, once again, you've got this series bringing in this new character they've linked to one everyone loves, and they're thinking that this is going to make people love him, but it won't. So, I don't know, man. Let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments, especially if you're a Doctor Who guy. Like, I love hearing from the Doctor Who fans on these videos, because it gives me some perspective on how you guys feel. I know how you feel, but I like hearing from the people that are actually fans of this and and how they feel about it, because those are the guys that really matter. People that were actually fans of this and are getting crushed by what's going on. But if you thought this guy was going to come in and fix things, let me know. Like, how are you feeling about this? Or were you fans of this guy? How do you feel about these creators coming out and basically saying, go F yourself? Let me know your thoughts on that. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals. And I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.